A massive welcome back to F1 22, my team career mode, round 3 in Australia. So, I was actually away last week, so thank you for your support on these videos. Hope you guys have been enjoying them. Let me know if you guys want me to do more. I'm down. I'm very much down. I was ill just before I went away. I was then ill yesterday. I don't know what's wrong with me, but we're back. So we're doing some acclimatization on this track for the first time. Very similar to the previous games. I think this was my best run. You'll see it right here. Any changes you want to my team career mode? Maybe the colour of the car, my helmet, anything like that? Leave your comments below. I am listening. I want to at least maybe try and do a season. We'll see what happens. I don't know. The videos haven't done maybe as well as I hoped. YouTube hasn't really shared them, honestly. Got a lot of purples here though, so optimizing the run so far. Hopefully, we can fulfill all of the targets and do as much R&D as possible because this car is gonna need it. We have to do some factory upgrades soon as well, so that's gonna involve a lot of money. So some positive results. Trying to complete sponsor objectives, stuff like that. It's gonna be essential right now. And we're done. Perfect.
Great stuff, mate.
Lovely.
You pretty much nailed this circuit. This is a really strong foundation to build from over the course of the weekend.
There we go, at 22.6. I managed to do a race run as well. So again, fuel was a little bit more than expected. Tyres are pretty good though, so that's interesting. I might go for a slightly different strategy potentially for the race. We will see. And we are jumping straight into qualifying. 8 minutes left. Open up the DRS and see what this baby can do. I am concerned about, we are a newcomer to this sport and our facilities just aren't great. I'm just concerned about falling behind because F1 is all about upgrades. If we can't get the upgrades in the car, we won't even stay in our position, let alone improve it. Hamilton got right in our way there. I swear even in real life, he's not great at getting out of the way. He's just used to being in first. It's just so annoying. Just got right in my way there, completely ruined that corner. We're gonna have this as a sort of banker first lap and just sort of see what happens and then go again. This is the new corner, by the way, in Australia. It used to be a little chicane. Now it's nice, just a fast, flowy corner. Very nice. A nice little change, I think, indeed. I think Australia did need a little bit of an update, and I think that fulfills it for now. There wasn't a lot of overtakes in the real. Oh, that's a bit wide there. Missed the apex in the real race. The real race this year. So I'm still recovering from this cough. It's a right nuisance. So where's this going to put us? Not a particularly great lap. Again, more of a bank first lap. Just see where we're at. It's going to be a 120.8, and we're just in front of Dan Ticktum. Just about in front. Who's now officially in Formula E, by the way. So I don't know why he's even here. Ocon, please get out of the way. Thank you. We got 2 temps up on our previous fastest lap. We've gone down to 14th place. Albon has placed himself between us and Dan Ticktum. Can we improve on this lap? There's no more time really to do another lap because if I go through the start line, I'm not going to have enough ERS. It's just not going to be there. So this is our last real go at getting the fastest lap possible. Almost 5 tenths up on our fastest lap. This is good. This is great news. Lewis Hamilton in front. Well, if we can get in the top 10. Oh, it was 8 tenths up. Constantly finding time here. It's a pretty solid lap. A lot neater, a lot quicker. Almost a whole second up. Wow, okay. I'll take that. A 119.780. We're in 5th place, in front of Leclerc. Damn. And that is qualifying done.
With qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today. Leclerc, Sainz, and Max Verstappen. Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Jules Russell having an absolute shocker. I think that was the optimal we could have done there, honestly.
Welcome to the Australian Grand
Maybe
Prix in Melbourne.
beat Bottas,
for
but that
what
was
no
it.
doubt will be an intense day of racing. So here we are at Albert Park Circuit, 3.28 miles around, with the streets making for a bumpy surface with little undulation. There are 14 corners around the lake, with the best passing opportunities coming at turn 1 and turn 3. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Bottas, Scott, Fernando Alonso, Mick Schumacher, and George Russell, Norris, Magnussen, Daniel Ricciardo, and Tsunoda, Vettel, Joe, Esteban Ocon, and Lance Stroll, Albon, Latifi, and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Natalie Pinkham joins me once again in the commentary box. It's fantastic to have you with us today. I'm curious though, how do you think the drivers stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It'll keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
So, I'm tempted to go for the softs. The medium was suggested, but we're going a little bit different. A little bit different. What can I say?
The formation lap gets underway, and every driver will be
bit
looking to
risky,
settle in for the race
but
ahead, making sure that their car is
bold.
ready for
The
battle.
Ferraris are both starting on the
lights go
softs,
out.
and Ricciardo as well is also on the softs. It's a risky one. It is definitely a risky one, but I want to try something different. Dan ticked him in 21st place.
As the cars make their way back to
Ooh.
the starting grid to form up and
Not
get
good.
ready for lights out, let's hope the race ahead today is a thrilling one that will go down as a memorable Grand Prix in the history books.
Yeah, I guess you could go for softs and 2 mediums. That'd be a good shout. I think the hard time might be a bit slow. That is a concern I do have. I'm going to try my best to extend the soft stint as long as possible, because that hard stint is going to be long, so long. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. It would be quite cool to see a 2-stop strategy being the norm on a race in the game, maybe. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Let's do this. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and away they go. Oh my God. That's a pretty good launch on the soft tyres. Bottas is struggling already. Perez is falling back. Hamilton had an absolute stonker. Had to back out there. Otherwise I would have ended up in the rear of Mr. Bottas. Can we do anything to this second corner? Maybe an ultimate dive bomb. That was insane. That was insane. A little bit much. I actually went off track there briefly. Bottas is still there, but he's giving it up. I don't think he took any damage. Look at that. That is an absolute dive bomb. A little bit too aggressive, honestly. That wasn't quite my intention. It's so close to hit. Perez does an incredible job of avoiding contact there. Absolutely incredible. Towards the end of lap 1, Hamilton, Verstappen look obviously a little bit quicker than us right now. Got Schumacher behind, Perez behind. He's eventually going to be in 6th place, chasing us down, no doubt. This is going to be an interesting race. 5th would be the optimal result, I think. Probably a little bit unrealistic, but let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. That's all we can do, is just give it our all. Obviously, this car is not the quickest car. I should not be in this position right now. Perez is now into 6th place on the 2nd lap. And we're just staying within about 1 second of Hamilton. So if we can just get in that DRS zone, we can maybe drag ourselves along, maybe. At least for the first stint, and until we pit. Big concern about when we do pit, most of the field is on mediums, so where are we going to come out? That is a massive concern. We need to try and create a gap. We need to be quick as possible, basically. That's our goal. I got basically the floor there got a bit beached on the curb there. That was terrifying. I won't lie. Softs feel pretty good. Yeah, now we're actually within DRS now. Within the 1 second of Hamilton. Still setting green laps as well. I've got to look after these tyres. I'm saying that, Perez is not really closing the gap right now. So that's about 5 seconds, and he's just not closing up. Very interesting. Okay. Could we beat a Red Bull today? Surely not. Surely not. It's not possible. It's just not possible. Guess we'll find out.
Ping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
Right, tyres are starting to look a little bit sketchy. 32% on the left rear tyre. Perez is still 5 seconds behind. I just can't get in the DRS zone of Hamilton. He is having an absolute flyer in that car. It's the third fastest car on the grid, and he's keeping up with Verstappen. Verstappen's not having the best year so far in this game, at least. So, yeah, not ideal. Oh no! Dan Ticktum is out of the session. He's retired. He's pulled over. Oh, why? Really? He's not having the best debut season, that's for sure. He's not going to be the best rookie. Yeah, definitely starting to lose grip now on these tyres. Hamilton is now 3.5 seconds up the road. Still keeping the gap between me and Perez, but it is definitely closing. When do I pit for the soft tyres? I'm half a second down on my Delta, and it keeps going up. These tyres are struggling.
The gap ahead is 3.3 seconds.
Yeah, 60% on lap 9. Oh my god. You don't really want to be driving on 61% tyres, honestly. You can see we're just so far down on our Delta. Perez is closing that gap up rapidly. Leclerc has pitted for the hard tyres, so I think it might be time. I think we have to pit. We have to pit now. Where we're going to come out, I reckon that little huddle of cars is probably where we're going to end up coming out. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. We're coming in. Sainz is in the pits as well, switching for the hard tyres. He's going to go to the end of the Grand Prix. But Leclerc got past. So nice, fresh, hard tyres. We have to do 19 laps on these tyres.
Through to the end now.
And we come out just behind Zhao. Oh my god, wow. That was very close to contact. Very close. And we know these tyres take a little while to heat up, to get rubbery, to get sticky on the track. They're just not, the performance is just terrible when you put these babies on. But hopefully we can just survive the next lap or two. We should start getting back to race pace. You see there's just no grip, so much understeer, it's horrific. And Gasly was 2.5 seconds behind us. He's now all over our gearbox. Not good. Not good at all, but we are in 16th place. Of course, no one else around us has pitted yet, but still 16th, 17th place because of Gasly as well, who just flies past us like we don't even exist. We have zero grip on these tyres, but everyone else will have to jump onto these tyres at some point. So let's just keep going. Lap 11, the grip has appeared. DRS is open. There's a nice little huddle of cars here. I'm hoping they're going to start pitting over the next couple of laps. Otherwise, this race is ruined. Absolutely ruined. I believe Max Verstappen on the medium tyres is now leading. Hamilton just behind Perez in third. Perez has the Ferraris chasing him down. Oh, this is bad. I don't think their strategy is working, honestly. A little bit concerned.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
Right, let's start making up some places. Oh, beautiful. Very late on the brakes again. I am super aggressive in this game. I'm like the Max Verstappen of last year. Super aggressive. A little bit above the line, if that makes sense. Or below the line, I guess. Ooh. I did not mean to brake that late.
Nice move. Keep going.
But somehow it works. Somehow it works. I have to start making up some places here. I'm losing far too much time. Annoying because they're fresh tyres. They're now probably at their optimal in terms of performance. And I'm stuck behind cars. This is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Right, people are starting to pit. Looks like the Ferraris are, by the way, past Perez now. The Ferraris look like they're doing very well. Because I believe Max Verstappen has not pitted yet. So they are in another league right now. They are flying, honestly. Absolutely flying. Very good race from them. So we are now officially back in the points. Tsunoda Ocon in front. People are starting to pit around lap 14, lap 13. Tsunoda Ocon now pit. Where do we come out? Looks like Perez is pitted now as well. So yeah, Perez is definitely in front of us. So we had about, I think it was between a 3 and 5 second lead on Perez before the pit stops. He's now 3 seconds, 3.5 seconds up the road. But we are in 6th, which is not a bad result. It's a pretty good result. If we can put a little fault in 6th place, I'll take it. I will take it. Some solid points. I've always liked this track because normally the tracks I do fairly often, obviously it's the first race normally. Tyres at 46%, and yes, made a massive jump there to lap 27. Not much happened. Perez is now 10 seconds up the road. Russell's got the gap down a little bit as well. But we're looking safe. We're looking okay. These hard tyres have taken an absolute battering, but they're still good. They're actually in better condition than when we pitted for the soft tyres. So it's not, we're fine. We are good. The last couple of laps left. Charles Leclerc has won the race. Not a massive surprise there. Absolutely dominant today. Incredible performance. Actually got quite a good delta here. I managed to find a bit of time. I guess the car's nice and light now. Yeah, pretty good delta there. Oh, solid result. Massive result. Solid points on the balls. I'll take it. Come on!
Right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Lance Stroll, driver of the day, really. I very much doubt it. Leicester man got very lucky.
That's a fantastic performance from Ferrari. It hardly looked in doubt. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their head when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that has allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy and stay out of trouble.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari.
Congrats to Charles Leclerc there. We got 8 points though. We started 7th. Not a bad performance at all. Made up 1 place. 14 points for the season so far. Leclerc has a narrow lead over his teammate Carlos Sainz. Perez in 3rd and Max Verstappen in 4th. Max Verstappen is not having a good season this year in this career mode at least. Time for some new parts. So the roller dampers, the energy store cells have been done. Completed. we're going to go for a new engine cover, which should be done after the Imola Grand Prix. Focusing on the chassis department, that is our strength, so why not use that strength? Yeah, it makes sense for me. And once those are in, we should get that leaderboard just a little bit, so that's good. Very excited to get the chassis parts on this car as soon as possible. Chassis just improves the general drivability, the tyre wear. It's very useful. Hopefully, yep, we get front nose. Lovely, lovely stuff.
Our new parts have completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend. A reporter's asking who you see as your rival. We need your input.
Ricciardo, it's got to be. Easy. Easily done. I can easily beat him. I know I can.
Not an easy decision, but you handled it well. Thanks.
It was pretty easy, honestly. And I've made the decision probably to change the gearbox for the next Grand Prix. There's a few parts that are really not looking great. 50%, gearbox is at 60%. Yeah, a bit concerned about that. So I'm going to change the gearbox. Might come to regret that, potentially. But we will see. And of course, as always, we're going to end with the Pirelli Hot Lap session. This is the last run. Need to get 89%, 89 miles per hour average speed. It's wet. It's Imola. Imola's never been a track I've been that good at. I don't know why. I'm guessing you guys also have tracks that you prefer and drive quick at. This is definitely the ones where it just seems to focus on my weaknesses as a driver. So a bit concerned about that. But hopefully we can edge into the points. I can't see why not. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this particular round 3 of it in Australia. Wasn't the most entertaining race of all time, but these things happen. I took out a lot of that Grand Prix, honestly, a lot. So a big chunk of me just driving round and round doing laps, basically. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you guys soon, and bye-byes.